You may think that I'm talking foolish. You've heard that I'm wild and I'm free. You may wonder how I can promise you now this love that I feel for you always will be. You're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. As sure as I live, this love that I give is gonna be yours until the day that I die. Oh baby, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men. If you wonder how long I'll be faithful, I'll be happy to tell you again. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. They say time takes its toll on the body, makes a young girl's brown hair turn gray. But honey, I don't care, I ain't in love with your hair. And if it all fell out, well, I'd love you anyway. They say time can play tricks on memory, make people forget things they knew. But it's easy to see it's happening to me. I've already forgotten everyone but you. Oh darling, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men. If you wonder how long I'll be faithful, well, just listen to how the song ends. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever. Hey, 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 me. Thank you. Horses are real therapeutic, I guess, would be a good way to put that for me. It's a good place for me sometimes to just get away from everybody and just spend some quiet time alone praying, or just time out by yourself where there's no questions to worry about. I enjoy the training of horses too, you know, be it working on a pleasure horse or working on trick horses. My dad's a wonderful pleasure and trick horse trainer, probably the best I've ever seen. This goes back to when I was sitting on a horse that he owned when I was, I think, 3 months old, and he had the horse kneeling down, and I'm sitting in the saddle at 3 months old, so I've been there a long time.
Randy loves horses. He's an amazing rider.
You know, it was clear when we were there that it was more than just a passion for him. It's a friendship. He has a friendship with his horses. It's a really cool thing to witness.
I think it might have been either the gold or platinum party for Storms of Life. Along with giving him the album, they gave him a horse. And it was a gift of a new horse, and it was pretty cool. I don't remember a record label giving their artist a horse. And it was great. It was a sweet moment.
On the pretty days, we'll walk down that driveway and go down to where the horses are and feed them carrots and rub on them. And they're so precious because they know him and they don't forget him. And they'll put their head over the fence and just lay it right on his shoulder.
I think that that's probably going to be one of the most therapeutic parts of Randy's life is the relationship that he has with his horses.
So I put him on preacher a couple of times when we got home from the hospital. I walked beside him, you know, just for balance. And we started to make the second lap and he just kind of shoved me off. He wanted to do it on his own. And off he went. And he made 3 or 4 more laps on preacher and we got him up to a little trot. I was going, wow, there's a stubborn streak in him. I don't know if you've noticed that part of it.
You're kidding.
No, but it's like, well, if I can't do it the way I used to, then, you know, dang it, I'm not gonna do it.
The planning as to what to do, how to celebrate 25 years and what kind of record to make was talked about for maybe even close to 2 years before we settled on doing all these duets.
He had done a duets album earlier on, but this one was going to celebrate important songs that he had recorded over the years, not just the songs on Storms of Life. You know, of course, there was a line out the door for people who wanted to be part of that.
It's hard to believe it's been 25 years. It doesn't seem like that's possible. It seems like it should be more close to 5 years. To make this record with all these different artists coming in, some folks I didn't know that well, some people have become friends over the years, and I was very honored that they agreed to do that. But it was all a lot of fun. You know, we go in the studio, and I always say this, if people could be in the studio with Kyle and I usually, they'd wonder, do you guys ever go to work? Because it never really seems like you do. You're in there laughing and enjoying things. That's the biggest part of what we do in the studios. But it never once felt like work. It was just one of those things that fell into place so easily once we went in the studio and started.
We spent so much time together doing the thing we both loved the most together. So it was like 2 kids playing in a sandbox. And he and I had worked on every record he made except for 2 over the course of his career. So we had a very long, trusting relationship. And it was, you know, working with him was, I mean, just a joy. It was always a joy.